Hello and welcome to the channel update for May 2025 for the hammackj channel. So let's get into it. So as of today, the April 30th, last day of the month, we are currently at 5,772 subscribers. We've gained 176 over last month, which was at 5596. Now this is phenomenal. This is triple digit growth on top of triple digit growth last month, right? It was like 206 or something last month. So insane. I'm like just totally flabbergasted by the current results of everything. It's been a crazy 2 months. I'll just say that. But I appreciate everybody who subscribes and watches the videos, and you know, I truly, I'm at a loss for words, but thank you. So views by month, right? So at the end of December, right, I was pretty much in a slump. I was not doing very many videos, I don't believe, at the time. And from January to February, we actually declined. You can barely tell on this bar graph, but it goes down a few hundred. It's like 3,500, 3,400, 500, right? It goes down from January to February. But then at the end of February, I started playing on the hero's journey, and I have been having an absolute blast for the last 3-4 months, and I am truly just having so much fun. I mean, I think that's reflected in the views, right? So in March, we jumped up to, I believe it was like 50,000. I think that's what that is. And then, now we're at 58,000 views for the month. And that is just absolutely insane to me. Here I am making my goal of way lower numbers and just getting smashed. And I truly appreciate the Hero's Journey community that is just so open and welcoming to new people, new players, and just how awesome that community is. And I'm creating videos inside that space, and it's everybody's just so much love, so much love. But definitely we've hit a new record. I think that's my highest monthly view count so far, like 58.7, I believe is what it is. So thank you very much there. I'm just like totally shocked, in all honesty. I didn't think it would go from March to April. I figured we would have a down drop there, but we're still riding high. And oh my god, all of them, really? All right. The top videos for the month. Obviously there's a trend here. The last month's video, the top video, was this same video. Adventures, getting started on the adventures of the hero's journey. This is my first episode on the server, where I make, I believe that is the pet build I started out with. I believe that's what that one is. I can't remember. Maybe it's yeah, I think that's what it is. And then I started here, I think it was on Monday. Yeah, I think Monday is when the first video came out for this. A solo self-found series with Hobbs. He's a Shadow Knight rogue shaman, and it's self-found. I know I get a lot of feedback on some of my videos, right, where I'm starting at level 1 with 10,000 hit points. I have like you can see her right here in the thumbnail of this character, right? This is one of the characters, right? She's in full time gear. She has the epic at level 1. She has the Song of the Eternal Blade at level 1. Totally just stacked character, right? And that's not approachable for most people. If you've been playing for a while, you can do that. But if you're starting out fresh on the server, right, you're not going to have any of that stuff, right? And so I started solo self-found. It's a big thing. There's going to be an official game mode, I think, in June for the server. So I started that up, and it's already going to blow away this video. By the end of next month, this one should be #1, just based on the current numbers. It's crazy. But yeah, so the first, number one video, obviously, first getting started on Adventure Heroes Journey, and then Hobbs is solo self-found. Logo's pending. I'm still trying to work that out. I literally took the text off the Hobbs and Friends logo and just added some stuff to the bottom of it. I'm still working on it. But I got no time to do graphics. And then the third video is another Cleric Enchanter Bard video, which I didn't do a separate series on this character because it was a very short series. I didn't do very many videos with this character because from the time I made the character, from the time I made this character, this build got 2 nerfs, and there's a potential 3rd nerf coming along. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to cut my losses here and just, the build's still strong. It still can do a lot of the stuff, but it's just, I don't like playing something that's getting nerfed, right? It just puts me in a bad mood, right? You log on, you find out your spell that you've been using since, creating the character, it's no longer works with twin cast, and you're like, why? It's mid expansion. Why are you changing stuff mid expansion? I could see like, oh wait, Omens of War. Oh well, you know what? We're gonna reconfigure some of this stuff. Yeah, mid expansion nerfs from something that's been there since the entirety of the server. I don't agree with anything like that. And I feel like it's bad development practices, but here we are, it's free server. I'm not going to complain that much. And then the Nagafen and Vox video for the hero's journey. So those are all the videos for the month that were the top 5. And damn it, I didn't do it again. I'm just going to leave February there forever. But yeah, so the adventures on the hero's journey is going to take a hiatus because I've killed Quorum with the characters in that, and maybe I'll go back and do one more video with the Paladin build, going through and killing Quorum, but I just I kind of got demoralized after my Bard got nerfed, and I went with a different character. So this series is not gone. It's just I'm splitting it up into like the content, right? Like I can't just show me killing Quorum every day. That'd be just I would be bored. I was clearing time every day for 2-3 weeks. 2 weeks, I think it was 2 weeks with all my characters except the pet build. He can't do anything because I'm not investing money on him. But it was just too much, and that's why I went solo self-found. So the views on this series, it started late January, I guess. Maybe it was February. I didn't update the views for this month for some dumb reason, but it is a lot more. I have no idea why this chart didn't update, but yeah, so it's significantly more. Almost all the views on my channel are this playlist and stuff right now. So definitely where it's at. I guess it just didn't update. And then Hobbs is solo self-found. That's the new series that is going to be the majority of May content. As of right now, I have already made all the videos for May and Hobbs's little self-found journey, because I'm absolutely addicted to this character. It's just so much fun. So definitely where I'm going with this, it's a completely different class setup than I've done on any of the other characters, right? So it's I haven't done a Shadow Knight, I haven't done a Rogue, and I haven't done a Shaman. I thought it was the best combo that I could find, looking at all the different ones on the Discord, people put together and stuff like that. In the description of all the videos, there should be a link to the Discord where you can find out all the information about the build and stuff like that. I'm not the original creator of the build. There's smarter people that are doing that. But I'm having fun with it. The build is capable of clearing all the way to Quorum. There is some issues with it doing Zebarok, but I mean, I haven't even done Zebarok. I haven't even made a real attempt at Saru, so I think I made like 2 pulls on him, and then I got bored and I went and did something else, right? So like I got stunned or something like that. It was just like, all right, this is dumb. I hate being stunned, so I just went and did something else. But definitely having a blast with this, and it shows a lot of stuff. Shows some neat little tricks and here and there, how to find items and whatnot. So it's been a blast, and it's kind of a run for me to see how a solo self-found would work on the server, right? I've run into a few issues where, like, if you're not an enchanter, you can't do a lot of things that you would need to do, like the Shadow Knight Epic cannot be done without an enchanter. The Signets of Arcane and Might, the Planes of Power earrings, they cannot be crafted without a gnome, and they cannot be crafted without an enchanter. So, there's some things there, right? Like, this character's a gnome for a specific reason. It's not because I want, I picked that race. Like, he's specifically a gnome because you need tinkering to be able to do anything with those earrings and stuff like that. So there's a little, learning, where things are, and, I think I really see how overpowered some of these AAs are when you don't have the gear to back it up, right? Like, it is crazy. Like, one AA can change everything about your build. And so, like, I almost feel like you need to start as certain classes and then switch your classes. But then it leads into the problem of the the only way to change classes is to either A, buy Echoes of Memory, or B, get them to drop, or C, donate to the server and get a random amount that's unclear when you do the donation. And I don't feel like this is going to be the biggest problem in the solo self-found, and especially the hardcore, right? Like, if I'm spending real money and I'm losing stuff in hardcore, that's something someone's not going to do, right? And it's just kind of annoying, especially like I've had so many deaths that hardcore would just not be something I would ever do at all, because I've died to the randomest things, at least in this series, right? When I don't have any gear to back up anything, getting feared at low level and you're dead. Like, getting feared by the ritualist, you're dead. There's this, unless you have one mob on you, you might be able to survive, but if you get feared by him, those other 2 wizards are going to do full damage as they nuke you to death. And that's not fun. And some of this other stuff, like, I feel like if they want to have this be successful, they need to just remove Echoes of Memory from the Soul Self-Found and make it all platinum based. In the series, I make it so that I can buy with the platinum, because the Soul Self-Found, you can't buy gear. Like, I buy Echoes, so I can buy bags to make it easier, so I'm not spending an hour of my time selling everything in my bag, right? It's insanely tedious to use the interface in EverQuest, right? And it's just not a very pleasant experience. Like, on live, they made it so you can click the bag and sell everything in a bag, and that helps, but they don't have that here. They have bags that cost Echoes of Memory that will sell everything in them. So that's quality of life thing. And changing your class, you can't do that with platinum. You have to do it with Echoes. And considering that an enchanter is required to do a lot of this stuff, it really limits you on being creative and stuff like that. But I feel like there's things that need to be done to make it a better experience, and not just a EverQuest where I can't trade with people. I guess it needs to have a little bit more of a curated experience to have that fun. And if they don't do that, I probably won't even bother with it. It won't be worth my time to do it again and be limited in any from doing stuff. But what to look forward in May. So we're going to continue with the Hero's Journey stuff, obviously, because I'm having fun. Hobbs' Soul Self-Found is literally, I have a video for every single day of the month. Those will all be in early access as I get them uploaded and edited. I'm kind of like losing my voice. I did a video yesterday and my voice just was just killing me. This is the only video I'm doing today that I have on my list. This is it, just so I can take a break and edit videos and get those done. Now, there was an Oblivion remaster that came out, so I'm looking at that. Maybe I'll do some of that. And I've been spending a lot of my time when I'm not playing the game, doing Vulkan, some stuff with that, trying to render some cool things and maybe possibly make a game one day, because let's face it, I started this channel, way back when, to do video game development, right? That's what I did. And then I went down this side quest, if you will, of making videos about games so that I would be more confident in making videos and talking to myself. Like it's kind of weird when you haven't made a video before, right? And you're just like talking to yourself, and it's a little weird. And I went down that path, and I have an addictive personality, and I play a lot of games. But it's just something I've noticed, right? Like Daybreak made some changes to Paladins that just pissed me off, and I've literally have not logged on since then. Even though it's a most nonsensical change, it just the fact that they did it is what pissed me off, and I haven't played since then. Literally have not logged on to live since they changed the stupid on trigger thing for Paladins. And I want to go back and play. I want to finish the Hobbs and Friends series, but I kind of want to make my own game. And that's something I've probably mentioned many times in these channel update videos, but I've never I never focus 100% on it. So I already have the videos done for this month. So I'm going to try focusing, at least for the next, let's call it a sprint, if you will, the next 2 to 3 weeks on, just doing that and see where it comes up with. And see what we can do there. Maybe we'll have a video or two out of that. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But and it also goes into some of the other things I was complaining about, the hero's journey. They're making some decisions that I just don't like. And I wish I had my own game. I could, just do whatever I want and play the game I make, right? And then I don't have to deal with other people making decisions I don't agree with, right? So there's, it's just how it is, right? But I digress. So that is kind of what to look forward for the month. I try not to do more than one video a day, obviously, because I already get the complaints that people can't watch all my videos before the next video comes out. And if I could literally go down to one every other day, and I think views would probably go up on some stuff, right? Just because that's the way. Not everybody's looking at YouTube every day. So there's some, things I can play with there and see where I can do some stuff like that. But I'm just not 100% sure on, what the best is. I feel like sometimes if I get too many videos sitting around, then they're old, right? Video, I make a video today, it's going to take me a week to edit it, except for this video. I'll have this one ready for tomorrow morning, but it typically takes me at least a week to get it into Adobe, cut it up, remove all the dead space. I remove a lot of dead space. You might be like, oh, it's an hour long video. That thing was 2 hours long before you saw it. I literally I'll mute my mic and I'll walk away from the computer and I'll go make tea. I just, you hear me talking, and then like I'll just mute my mic and go talk to my wife about something. It's never 100% just sitting there most of the time, right? There's some videos where it's one cut, there's no cuts at all. I just, it's easy, but sometimes it's just crazy. And then sometimes I'm leveling and I'm just like, I don't feel like talking. like I'm killing the same frog log over and over again. I mean, I'll just say, when I leveled, because it's just, I don't think that's as interesting as, like killing the boss or something like that. So once I get all those edited, they're all going to go into early access all the way to the end of the month. I think if I can schedule them out that far and do that. I've noticed a lot of new YouTube members have signed up because of that, and we'll talk about that on the next slide. But so I set up these monthly goal back in January, right? So my monthly goal for 2025 each month is to get to 10,000 subscribers, right? To have 50,000 monthly views and at least 10,000 watch hours monthly, right? Not cumulatively monthly, right? Just as the baseline, right? So in March 2025, so that was last month, data-wise, we were at 5,596 subscribers, 51,000 monthly views, and 10,700 watch hours. Now in April, we're at 5,772 subscribers, 57,810 monthly views, and 11,428 watch hours. So we're hitting our goals for the monthly views and watch hours, and we're working on the subscribers. I think that's like the subscribers is more like 2026. By January 2026, I want to hit 10,000. Right? I don't want to hit it right away. So that's kind of cool. I'm absolutely flabbergasted that there's 5,000 people that play EverQuest and watch YouTube, right? They like you could do a pie chart of like all the people who play EverQuest. That's one chart, and then you split it off into people who play they watch YouTube, right? You can split that off, and I feel like this is significantly lower portion right now. I know the hero's journey gets I think it's like 4,000, let's say 4,500 people on the server at peak, right? So that's a lot of people right there. And then you take like all the people who play on TOPs, that's at least, I would say 10,000 people, give or take, maybe a little bit more. I think I saw a thing in the hero's journey. They said they have 30,000 active players that are like unique players that log on at different times of the day and whatnot. So that's a lot of potential players right there. And I think the TOPs, they have a large thing. I'm not excited about the TOP this year, so it's like it's not something I'm looking at, but I suspect it's going to hit 5 to 10,000 players there, plus all the live servers is probably another 20,000. So there's huge player base, but I don't know if they all watch YouTube, nor would they want to watch the content I make, right? Like I know some people have short attention spans, and an hour-long video is just not for them. I've tried making shorter videos. It's hard. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to condense the data small enough to do it, but it's a work in progress, and that's something I need to, a skill I need to learn, probably to move forward with this. But we're hitting all our goals, and I'm happy. So there we go. And so as I was talking about YouTube members, these are all the YouTube members we currently have. Every YouTube member gets early access to my videos. There's whatever I post them. I try to post them at least a week ahead of time. But I'm going all the videos. I'm trying to get them all off my computer and published is what I'm going. So welcome to Trevor Williams, Christoph, Able-eared. I'm sorry, I have no idea how to say that. I might have typed it wrong. Shelton, Caleb, Scott, you guys are all new members in the last few days. Very close on all these real new members. Vegas Mike 68, welcome. Thank you to Andrew for 1 month, Will for 1 month, Derricore 1 month. Channel has been deleted 1 month. Like I can't tell if that's the channel name or it was literally deleted. Like I can't tell the difference. It's so funny. The Drunken Cook mostly 1 month. Thank you very much. Revant 1 month. My Pixels 1 month. Nar Fury 2 months. Phoenix 5000 3 months. Zach 4 months. Z Truck 292 13 months. Darkwing 15 months. Goldilocks 16 months. John 16 months. Bear 17 months. And Wallace 23 months. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I really appreciate it. I truly do. And again, thank you so much. And then my links. So obviously YouTube, Discord. I'm fairly active on the Discord. I do it from my phone now. I mostly do with Discord from my phone. So I'll get a lot of messages and I might not see them, right? Because the way the iPhone shows the interface, it's a little weird sometimes. But I mostly do it from my phone unless I'm doing voice chat, and then I'll do it on my computer. But I rarely open it up on my computer because I'm usually editing and I have like, you know, too many things going on at once. And I don't like distractions. I don't like notifications. I have Ring cameras, right? And every time like the wind blows, I get a notification. It drives me insane. And I've like turned off like every single notification I possibly can on my phone when I have it in silent mode. And so I get nothing. It's glorious. Blue Sky, it's like the new Twitter or whatever, right? Yeah, I created an account there. I got a few follows, I think. I don't really use it much. I'm not a real big social media thing. I only really do it for helping the channel. So it's that. Reddit, I do have the Reddit, but I haven't. I got to get my posts out, my videos automated post back up there. Once I do that, I'll probably be a little bit more active there. I am active in the EverQuest subreddit. I do read that a lot and some other stuff. You know, I read Reddit on my phone whenever I'm like bored. So, you know, it's pretty interesting. But there we go. That is the channel update. Well, like I guess I didn't mention I didn't mention Hobbs and Friends, right? So the majority of the views on the channel are the Hero's Journey series, right? The remaining 10,000 views, I believe it was, are a combination of every other video I've ever made. And the Hobbs and Friends was not even a high enough blip. I think it was under 1,000 views. So, you know, we're gonna return to it. I want to finish that series before I die. So that is my goal. I have it like scheduled, right? It's just I'm not 100% sure when I'll get to it. It's probably gonna be after I do the Soul Self-Found. I'll probably do the Burning Lands, and then by the time I'm done with Burning Lands, the Gates of Discord will be on the Hero's Journey, and I'll pop back and forth between them, right? I don't think I'm going to continue doing multiple builds in the Hero's Journey. I'm just going to have one build and play that. You know, whatever is fun, I'm going to play it. Like, playing multiple builds takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. And I've literally killed the sleeper more times than I care to kill. It's just, it gets a little tedious after a while, especially like clearing time every day. You know, it's like a 2-hour ordeal per character. But there we go. That's the channel update. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you have any requests for videos or something you want to see, something I did not cover enough, please let me know, and I will put it on my list of things to do. Thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.